Hi Silem stars, you're welcome back to my channel. In today's video guys, I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful bustier top with underbust cut and exaggerated hips. So if you want to see how we make this beautiful top, definitely keep on watching.
Oh, hey, I didn't see you there.
So now I'm going to start by drafting the front piece. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the baseline at the top of the paper. And then after that, from that point, I'm going to mark how high I want the top to be. Remember that this is going to be a bustier top, a tube top, but it's going to have a strap. So I marked 6 inches, 7 inches for the armhole line, 10 inches for the bust point, 13 inches for the underbust, and 15 inches for the waistline. The length I have on my paper is 24 inches. I'm going to increase it when I transfer to my pattern paper. So I'm just going ahead to label all the lines. So the 6 inches I marked is how high the top is going to be at the bust area. Now I marked the bust span divided by 2, which is 4 inches. I marked it from the edge of the paper and I connected that all the way down. At that bust point line, I'm going to go out on both sides of that line, that bust span line, by 1 inch. But on the waistline, I'll go out on both sides of that bust span line by 0.75 inches. So at the underbust, I went out by 1 inch. On the waistline, I went out by 0.75 inches. Okay. Now at the bust point, I came up by half an inch and I came down by half an inch as well. I'm now going to draw a curve from that point down to the underbust line, and then I'm going to also connect that to the waistline as well. Now for the overbust tightening, I'm using half an inch on both sides of that bust span line. Okay, so I'm going to now create a curve to connect to the point above the bust point. Okay, so that point above the bust point that I marked, and then I'm going to connect that all the way down to the bottom part of the paper, and that will serve as my dart. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mark my bust divided by 4, and I'm going to add 1.5 inches allowance. I'll do the same thing on the underbust. I'll divide the round underbust by 4, mark that on the underbust line, and then add 1.5 inches allowance. Same thing, I'll mark the same measurement I have on the underbust. I'll mark that on the waist as well, because the underbust measurement and the waist measurement for my clients, the round underbust and waist are the same for my clients. Okay, then I divided her hip divided by 4. I divided her hip by 4, marked that on the hip line and added 1.5. Now because of the exaggerated hips, I'm going to add an extra 2.5 inches because of the exaggerated hips, and then I'm going to connect all the points together. From the waist to the hip line, I'll connect those points with the curved part of my ruler. Okay, now for the overbust tightening, I actually want to increase the overbust tightening that I have on the side fronts. But before I do that, I'm just going to create my sweetheart neckline from that 6 inch mark down to the armhole line, which is 7 inches. Okay, and then I'm also going to use my curved ruler to blend the top part of my bustier to the armhole line, as you can see. So like I said, I want to increase the overbust tightening for the side front, so I'm just going to add an extra 0.25 inches, and then I'm going to connect that back to the point above that bust point. All right, just so that I have good tightening at the overbust. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to replace my darts. So I'm just measuring the dart I have, and I'm going to replace that. I'll do the same thing for the underbust dart and the hip dart. So what I have at the underbust is 2 inches, so I'm going to replace that. What I have at the waistline is 1.5 inches. I'm going to replace that, and then for the hemline, I also have 1.5 inches, so I'm also going to replace that as well. So I'm going to connect all the points together. Now I'm just going to cross out the old line I have so I don't get confused. And then since my there's a new line. I'm going to redraw that curve line I had drawn earlier that connected the top part of the um, bustier to the armhole. So I just redo the line with a new curve and I crossed out the old line. So I'm going to be cutting out that line at the edge. But before I do that, I'm going to mark the slit. I marked half an inch from the edge and connected it to that waistline there with a curve. So that's going to give us that slit. If you don't want to have a slit on yours, that's fine. Now to create the underbust cut, I came up from the underbust line by half an inch and I'm using my curved ruler now to connect that to the underbust line. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut out the lines. So just pay attention to the lines I'm cutting out so that you don't get confused, okay? Now it's time for me to do my bust stats. The difference between my shoulder to waist in front and that of the back is 1 inch. So from the bust point, I just came down by 1 inch and I'm going in from the curve of the bust by half an inch, and then I'm connecting those 2 points together. Okay, I connected both points together and I'm going to shade that because I'm going to be covering that bust stat. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut along the line, but I'm not going to cut it completely off. I'm going to stop very close to the edge and then I'm going to cover that bust dart. Now this will make the front and the back waistline equal by the sides, okay? Remember the half length for front and back are not the same, but this bust dart will make them equal by the sides, okay? So I went ahead to pin that down. You can also sellotape yours if you have a tape, that's fine as well. So that's it for our front piece. Moving on to the back, I'm just marking all of my straight lines. The first line I marked was the armhole line. Now note that the top edge of my paper is actually 6 inches. Then the next point is 7 inches, which is the armhole line, and then the bust point, under bust. Can you see what I mean? The edge of my paper at the top is 6 inches, and then I marked my armhole line 7 inches, bust point 10 inches, under bust 13. And then for my waistline for the back, I marked 14 inches and not 15. So 15 is the half length for the front, but 14 is the half length for the back. So for the back, I actually marked 14 inches. Now the next thing I did was I marked my zipper allowance line, which is 1.5 inches from the edge. I connected that. From that zipper allowance line, I'm just going to mark my bust span divided by 2, which is 8 divided by 2, which gave me 4 inches. So that's what I'm marking from the top all the way to the bottom. And then I'm going to connect that with a straight line. After doing that, the next thing we're going to do now is we're going to put our darts. So I'm going to go out on both sides of that bust span line by half an inch on both sides. Same thing with the waistline. I'm going to go out on both sides of that waistline by half an inch. Okay, I'll connect both points together. That's from the waistline to the hem of the hemline, and then I'm going to connect that as well to the armhole line, and that will create our darts for the back. The next thing I'll do now is to mark my bust divided by 4. I marked that and I added 1.5 inches allowance. On the under bust line, I'm going to mark the round under bust divided by 4. I'll mark that and then I'm going to now add 1.5 inches allowance. Make sure that your measurements are starting from the zipper allowance line, okay? So add your 1.5 inches allowance. Now the same thing I marked on the under bust, I'm marking it on the waistline because my client's round under bust and waist are the same. Now on the hip line, I'm just dividing the hip by 4, marking that, and I added 1.5 inches allowance as well. Now don't forget that the hip for this piece is exaggerated, so I'm going to add an extra 2.5 inches allowance to that, and then I'm going to connect the points together. Remember to use the curved part of your ruler when you're connecting the waistline to the hemline. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create the neckline for the back. Okay, so I just place my ruler in a curved way, or in this I place the curved part of my ruler, and then I'm just drawing it to connect the top part of the bustier to the armhole line, and that's how I created my neckline. For that, what's it called now? To prevent zipper bulge, I went in at that waistline from the edge of the paper by 1/2 inch, and then I connected that up and down. Okay, so that will take out any form of zipper bulge. Now it's time for us to replace our dart. My dart for the waist and the hemline is 1 inch, so I just replaced that, and I took that all the way up to the top part of my piece. Now I don't want the sides to be pointy, so I'm just going to go up by 1 inch from the hem. Okay, just so that the sides are the sides of the hem are curved and not pointy. So I just connected that to the rest of the hemline with a curve, and then I'm going ahead to cut out my piece. Again, pay attention to the lines that I'm cutting so you don't get confused when you're drafting yours. Now, since my piece has an underbust cut, I'm just going to cut along that underbust line, just following the straight line, and then I'm going ahead now to label my pieces, center back and side back. I'm also labeling the bottom parts, or the bottom half of my piece. Okay, don't forget to cut out your darts as well. Now I don't want the bottom half of my top to have a joining. Okay, so I'm just going to connect the two bottom pieces together. I'll do that by taking on that piece of paper, and I'm going to place both pieces on that new piece of paper, and I'm going to pin them down, and then I'm going to cut off any excess of that new paper. This would make that bottom half of my piece just one piece. I want the bottom to just be one piece, while the top is two pieces. While the top would be two pieces, okay, for one side, obviously. Now we'll do the same thing for the front piece. I'm going to come up from the bottom of the hem by 1 inch, and then just connect that to the rest of the hem with a curve and cut that out. I'll label my pieces side front and center front, and then I'm also going to label the bottom half. I also cut off the slits that I earlier created. Again, I'm going to cut along the underbust line, okay, following what I marked. If you don't want yours to have that underbust cut, you don't need to cut, your pieces at that underbust line. Okay, the same thing I did for the back, I'm going to do it for the front. I took the bottom pieces of the front, and then I'm just pinning them to another piece of paper. You can also sellotape them if you don't want to pin them. And then I went ahead to cut off the excess, and this is what we have right here for the front. So in my next tutorial, I'm going to show you how to transfer this to your fabric, cut and sew from start to finish. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.